Happy New Year's Eve. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports for the NBA. We're all dressed up and ready to go. Our game tonight featuring the Miami Heat as they go up against the Golden State Warriors here in Chase Center. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. We've got Clutch, Wade out there with Smooth. Then there's Lights Out, and it's James in at the 3 slot. And for the Warriors, Klay Thompson is out there with Stephen Curry. Then it's DJ, and it's Durant, and it's Green in at the 4 slot. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This could be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
Nice effort taking the early lead. Here we go.
Always good to see the ball go through the net early. You know there's not a lid on that thing.
And LeBron throws it down hard.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Now here's Curry playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable. And Thompson gets it to go.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Smooth. To the left side wing. Here's Clutch. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. Smooth shot is off. Durant kicks to DJ. Now here's Curry. He's tightly guarded, and that one's good. DJ.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
Here's Clutch. Inside, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Pass to DJ. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. DJ's got a couple of threes now in the first of the Warriors. Here's Clutch. Outside, James. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. James has got 5 now.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now, here's Thompson. Pass to Curry. There's the 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
And that's the competitive fire Steph Curry plays with. You just knew he was going to have an answer there.
Tim, some forget, prior to the success of Stephen Curry, the Warriors were not considered a top-tier franchise.
Well, before he arrived in 2009, this was one of the lowest all-time winning percentages, but they have built a dynasty, and they are now considered one of the most valuable franchises in all of sports.
And they get it back. Good on the bucket. Curry's got his second bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Here's Smooth. Curry with the steal, and they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
And what a great job they have done sharing the ball. This is what team basketball looks like, and I love to see it.
Now in his late 30s, Steph Curry, Tim, continues to be a dominant force.
Well, his conditioning is on a world-class level, Kevin. He's never been one to beat you with his explosiveness, so his plan is just to outlast his opponents.
And that one's good, DJ.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Pass to Smooth. Launches a three. The rebound by KD.
Well, he wanted to return the favor there for that last three, but it just wasn't in the cards.
Outside Curry. They kick it out to Green. Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. It's tipped. Now here's Curry. He's got 6. Thompson outside. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Hits the three-point.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
The Heat trail by 7. Here's Clutch. Hasn't made one yet. Has to Wade. Here's Smooth. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And the defense just has no answers for him right now. With each made basket, the more his confidence continues to grow.
Thompson outside. Green with a screen on Wade. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And another three for Golden State.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Clutch can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Green taking his time here. Fires from deep. And the Warriors, another three.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And from the opening tip, they've been locked in. Just look at the score. That tells you all you need to know.
Here's Clutch. Pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. The Heat need to get a shot off. Clutch drops in the tray.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now, here's DJ. 9 points in the game so far. Pass to Lights out. And he drives in. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
The Heat shooting their first foul shot of the game.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
Clutch, he's checked in for Green. Allen's checked in for Miami. Here's Curry. He has 6. Pass to Clutch. Takes it from 10. It's hauled in by the Heat. Last time they met was in Miami.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
Well, turning defense into offense is important, and they did it at the highest level in that one.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And last season, the Heat trading away Jimmy Butler. Tim, that ended a memorable stretch with some terrific wins.
Yeah, playoff Jimmy emerged in South Beach, a trip to the finals in 2020 as a 5 seed, and again in 2023 as an 8 seed. Underdog runs that highlighted this team's competitive will.
First one falls for him. Miracle Man, he's checked in for the Warriors. He hits both from the stripe. And the trade of Jimmy Butler. Tim, the Heat's star power took a hit.
Well, one thing is for certain in this league, you need stars to win big. Draft picks, flexibility, those things are great. Even nice young players, but it's only going to take you so far.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts and a 3-point play chance right here. 1 free throw coming up. The Heat shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Six to shoot. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, both ways. We're seeing a nice rhythm offensively. Now let's see which team can come up with some stops.
Here's lights out. He's got 7. Smooth. And it's DJ with the rebound. And here is Curry. Thompson for 3. Wade with the defensive effort.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room. And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And the Warriors with possession here. Following the score by Miami. And the basket by Dennis.
Well, as a defender, it's hard to overcome a height disadvantage when you're that close to the basket.
Pass to Clutch. It's blocked. Allen against Thompson. Here's Clutch. Here's Dennis over Wade. Dennis misses. Clutch the pass to lights out. Put it down hard!
Watch out below. Woo!
And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And now, Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, a bit of youth movement for the Miami Heat. Their rising star guard, Tyler Hero, said, "We've got a bunch of young guys who can come in and put in the work, and that's what I'm all about. This is an organization that values that, and it's important that we all have the same vision as the young guys start to grow up." Kevin?
Okay, Allie, thanks.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And the Warriors with some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for DJ, and it's Butler in for Curry. And then for Miami, Shaq's checked in for lights out. LeBron comes in for Clutch, and Tim Hardaway subbed in for Smooth. And so James will bring it up for Miami. 8-point game. Got a piece of it. What a play! And he dunks it down.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
They're firing on all cylinders, executing the game plan coming in.
Right now, let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see the teams that really knew how to clog the passing lanes last season. The Warriors, 4th.
You could tell by watching them how much they enjoyed playing defense. They seem to have an endless reserve of energy flying around and pressuring the basketball.
He misses the free throw.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is on paper the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
Seth Curry, he's checked in for Thompson. And Miami also making a switch. Tyler Hero, he's checked in for Wade. He hits the second from the line. 1:41 left to play in the first quarter. Pass the Butler. Here's Clutch. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Let's start.
There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. Over in the corner, Hero. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
James, the pass to O'Neal. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Beyond the arc. Warriors with the rebound. Outside, KD. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
For the Warriors, they won their last contest, that game against Brooklyn. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Allen's shot is off.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Hero. Pushes it down to finish the break.
Well, if you give Hero a chance in the open floor, he loves to run. Great hustle that time, getting ahead of the break.
Here's Clutch. He's got 8. Five on the clock. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Warriors on top, leading by 14. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And we're getting back to the action in our New Year's Eve broadcast. And guys, we've seen the Warriors really take control here.
Just stretching out the floor at first, they had the defense scrambling.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
So with Wade on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. James is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Allen. Then it's Tim Hardaway. And it's Hero into the small forward position. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Ron right side. Hardaway for 3. Curry with the defensive effort.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Miami on defense. They trail by 16. Here's Dennis. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 10 points for Miracle Man.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Warriors leading by 18. Here's Clutch. He's got 8. That's good, and it's his 4th basket of the game. He's a strong 4 for 6.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that's not a horrible shot for him to take, but you could still probably find a higher percentage shot.
Last year marked the first All-Star appearance for Tyler Hero. Tim, he clearly is the pride in Milwaukee, one of the great high school players from that area.
Well, Kevin, he has finally put it all together and taken his game to the next level. Not just scoring, but also creating.
Shaq's shot is off, and it's the Warriors' ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Clutch the pass to Curry. Launches it from deep. It's good from long range. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Timeout called, the Heat. The Warriors making a switch here. Green's checked in, and Miami also making a switch. Clutch, he's checked in for Hero. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. O'Neal a screen on Green. Clutch. Oh my, he'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. And it goes on Draymond Green. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. And when it comes to team building, GA, there's been a debate about whether the 2-star or 3-star approach is more effective.
Kevin, for me, I think it comes down to fit more than anything. It doesn't matter how many stars you have if they don't mesh and if they're not comfortable in the role that's carved out for them on that respective team.
The Warriors have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
One shot.
Here's Clutch. He's got 12. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first. So he comes up empty, missing both.
This is part of the reason they're down. The free throw line has not been kind to them this quarter.
Over in the corner, Allen. Pass to Hardaway. Outside, O'Neal. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his third foul of the game.
And that is his third foul of the half. Now they've got to make a tough decision.
Thompson, he's checked in for Golden State. And Miami also making a switch. Wade's checked in. Hardaway passes to LeBron. Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. And Tim Hardaway, good for three. Hardaway has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. Pass to Clutch. Durant in the corner. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Durant's got 12 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now here's LeBron. Here's Clutch. He's got 12. It falls for his fifth field goal tonight. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
To the left wing. Here's Clutch, guarded by O'Neal. Pass to Dennis. And another three for Golden State.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And here is James. Shaq with the screen. Three-pointer. And the Heat, another three.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
A chance now to see the numbers for Draymond Green. Last year, getting it done. He was around 9 points per last year. 5 assists and 6 rebounds. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
That's right. There's no question. He's not their only offensive weapon, but he is a key cog in what they're trying to do.
And we mentioned Durant's scoring ability often, but they're showing how good of a passer he can be.
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And while we've got this moment here, now let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. Second, the Warriors.
And this team, in terms of scoring off of turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively. And boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Outside Hardaway. And the Heat, another three.
Well, he was cold in that first quarter. Now it's great to see him flip that switch and start getting hot here.
Here's Dennis, guarded by Hardaway. And it's Green, missing. The Heat trail by 21. Stolen by Durant. Pass to Clutch. Back to KD. Green with a screen on James. Lets it go with the three. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Goes up on the wing. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. LeBron's got 10 points.
Oh, you got to run LeBron off the ball there.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Curry's checked in for Clutch. And then for Miami, Adebayo is checked in for O'Neal. Allen comes in for LeBron. And Smooth subbed in for Hardaway. Warriors leading by 22. Outside Curry. Thompson for the triple. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 5 assists in the game. Pass to Clutch. Allen for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Allen's got his first 3 points of the game.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Here's Green, and Adebayo sends it back. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, Bam Adebayo is big time. Coach Eric Spoelstra said, quote, "The way he's worked over the years to add to his game has been incredible. He's one of the best passers on the team, and he's not afraid to take the shot in a big moment. He cares deeply about improving, and you see it in the results of his work." Guys?
High praise indeed. Allie, we thank you very much. You know, the Heat play in a glamour market, but Tim, Adebayo's game is all about substance.
Well, he has been the heart and soul of this team for a long time. A former mid-first-round pick, and he has turned himself into an all-star.
It's stolen by Wade. Here's the floater, and Adebayo with the lay-in.
Given that he's an undersized big, the floater is a critical part of Adebayo's offensive game.
Puts it up from 15, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Pass to Clutch. Loads it up for Adebayo. It's stolen by Green. Curry against Wade. Curry passes to Dennis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Dennis has got 23.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Wade outside. Allen the bounce pass. And the 3 off target.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. Such an advantage to have a big man who can dish it like Draymond.
Miami with the ball. Wade outside. Pass to Clutch. Miami no good on that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
It's blocked. Wade outside. Here's Smooth. He's got 8. It's in the bucket for his 4th field goal. Shooting at a 4 of 9 clip.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points put on the board.
Pass to Dennis. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Clutch, he's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Heat, Whitetop comes in for Bam Adebayo. And James subbed in for Ray Allen. Heat on D. Green with a screen for Curry. Sinks the three-pointer. Curry's got 14.
Well, that's 1 in the first, and now here's his 2nd in this quarter. The defense might want to run him off that line.
Here's Smooth. Whoa! He flew in there.
Wow!
Power down with both hands.
Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. DJ is checked in for the Warriors. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit, who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 5th assist in this one.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Here's Smooth. 15 points in the game. Good on the three-point shot.
He's picking up right where he left off from beyond the arc this quarter.
Outside, Green. Durant sets a screen for Green. Clock at 6. Outside for Curry. In transition, here comes Miami.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
KD on the wing. Green with a screen on LeBron. Durant, rebound by the Heat. Clutch has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Wade. Here's Smooth for the 3. And again, it's Miami with a 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. We'll return shortly.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the Miami Heat.
I don't see the fight. They're getting pushed around. You really see it on the glass.
They need some of that diesel energy in the paint.
They can use his size as well.
And now let's take a glimpse at some of the games on the upcoming schedule.
When I look at Miami, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Miracle Man having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
So with Horford sitting on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. EJ out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Thompson, and it's Durant, and at the three, the small forward.
He's done a great job filling up the box score, but so far it just hasn't been enough. He needs help.
Curry passes to DJ. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade with it. Now Green defending. Pass to Clutch. Puts one up from 19. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 5 assists in the game. Thompson outside. From outside, off the mark.
They started out this half ice cold, 0 for their first 3.
LeBron outside. James buries the 3.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Outside, Green. And it's lights out with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Now Curry. 14 points for him.
Great job preventing that ball from coming into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if the defense wasn't there.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
And their all-around play has been the key to chipping away at this deficit.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T connected cam. Pass to Green. Now here's DJ. Hands it from downtown. DJ's got 17 now.
And that is their first make of the third. Let's see if that gets them going.
LeBron outside. Down low. James crowbars it in.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
Curry kicks to Durant. Offline with his 3.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. KD a screen on James. Good on the triple. He's got 6.
Yeah, he's a below-average shooter from distance, but when Green is connecting from out there, it really opens up the offense.
Here's Smooth. 21 points in the game. They get it back, and that one is hammered home.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
on Steph Curry. He's coming off an excellent season, and he ranked in the top 15 in points per game, one of the league's premier offensive threats.
And as you said, the league's best free throw shooter last season. What a tremendous asset, especially in clutch situations. Durant in the corner. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on LeBron James.
And just using that length to his full advantage, Durant draws the foul, and we know what usually happens when he steps to the line.
Free throw drops for KD. Tim, at one point, your dream was to play professional baseball. Why did you switch?
Kevin, it really came down to this. Hit a growth spurt when I was 14 years old, and I decided to go try this basketball thing that first year in high school. As it turns out, what I fell in love with, I didn't need anybody else to get better. I had an insatiable work ethic. It lent itself to hours and hours on the basketball court by myself.
That is such an interesting perspective. Clutch the pass to LeBron. Good ball movement here by Miami. Shot clock at 6. Off target from three-point range.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Pass to Curry. Outside Durant. Outside Green. And Thompson kicks to Green. And the Warriors miss again. The Heat trail by 12. Here's Smooth. He's got 21. And the wing jumper offline. DJ with it. Green with a screen for DJ. Curry on the wing. He's got 14. Durant dishes to Curry. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 7th assist in the game.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Clutch, and here's LeBron outside. Pass to Smooth. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. Smooth's got 24 points.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Now here's Green. 6 points for him. Left side Curry. Over Smooth. The shot by Curry, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Clutch can't hit.
Well, he made a couple of shots early, but since the half, he just can't seem to find his rhythm.
Outside Curry. Outside KD. Green, the screen. Durant way outside. Lights out, grabs the miss. Lights out's got 5 rebounds tonight. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
Now, here's DJ. 17 points in the game. Back to Curry. Durant in the corner. And again, no good by Golden State. The Heat trail by 12. Lights out, passes to Clutch. On the wing, Dwayne Wade. Oh, tough finish from Wade.
And you got to like the touch there from Wade inside. A polished interior scorer who knows how to get to his sweet spot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Clutch, he's checked in for Green. Ray Allen is checked in for the Heat. Here is the 2K leaderboard with last season's top passing teams. The Warriors, 4th.
Well, you think back to what they did a year ago, sharing the ball and keeping everybody involved. That was one of their trademarks.
DJ passes to Clutch. That's tipped. To the paint. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by DJ. Pass to Clutch. And here's Thompson. And again, no good by Golden State. Here's lights out. They set the pick. Allen against Durant. Wade outside. Here's Smooth. Clock at 4. Three-pointers off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Trying to end the drought. Clutch can't hit. The Heat trail by 10. Here's Clutch. Pass to Lights out. Outside Curry. What a deep shot from Steph Curry. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
We've seen the Heat struggle in close games in the fourth quarter, Tim. Why is that?
I don't think, Kevin, they've got a lot of natural shot makers in those situations. Just not enough instinctive scorers. A lot of players feel the pressure of those big shots down the stretch.
I always felt that you wanted the ball in those big moments.
Well, a shooter never says no to the basketball in any situation.
The jumper of Ray Allen is obviously just unreal, but that comes with practice and repetition. Ray puts up thousands of shots every day, perfecting his craft.
LeBron's checked in for Clutch. And the second free throw, good. And with the most recent collective bargaining agreement, Tim, teams have felt the pinch of those new luxury tax and apron penalties.
Yeah, and the goal of those being put in place was to have more top-tier talent equally spread out around the league. And as you've seen, there's been some tough decisions already. Some teams have had to trade away some of their stars just to make the math work.
And sometimes it's hard to make that math work. There's so many moving parts.
And as a result, it's more important to be able to structure out your supporting cast than ever before.
Clutch, good.
Yeah, he's got to knock that down if you give it to him. Uncompetitive there defensively.
Well, if you're going to give him that shot, he will take it any time.
Here's Smooth. He's got 24. LeBron outside. James absolutely owning the inside.
And so deft with the floater. LeBron's got so many tricks up his sleeve.
Golden State moving the ball around. DJ kicks to Durant. Here's Clutch, covered by LeBron. Here's Clutch. It's hauled in by the Heat. Lights out's got 7 rebounds in the game. With some arc, that one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Smooth.
And Allen showing good recognition on that play to set up a teammate for the basket.
Here's Clutch. He's got 12. Fades away. And it's Wade with the rebound.
And the fadeaway was the only option he had on that one. Defender there all over him.
Pass to Lights out. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. In GA, we know Coach Steve Kerr has been up front. In order to win, the Warriors need to take and make a lot of threes.
Well, it's the superpower of their best player, and the arrival of Jimmy Butler has provided some balance, but threes are still their best bet.
And the Warriors with some changes. Butler, he's checked in for DJ. Miracle Man comes in for Klay Thompson. And Curry subbed in for Stephen Curry. And then for Miami, O'Neal's checked in for Lights Out. Tyler Hero comes in for Wade. And Tim Hardaway subbed in for Smooth. .139 left in the third. Curry with the bounce pass. Here's Dennis. Allen defending. Just 5 on the clock. And the Warriors miss again. And here's Hero. He'll bring it up for Miami. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Allen. Takes it inside. O'Neal. And Shaq with the slam.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
To the inside. O'Neal showing no mercy.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Clutch, guarded by O'Neal. Here's Clutch, and it's sent back by O'Neal. Comes out of bounds. Last touch by O'Neal. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Clutch. He's got 12. Butler, no good. Here's Clutch for the lead. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Warriors lead by 2. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from San Francisco. Head coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust it. Good to great. Good to great. Don't settle for average shots. Move it.
Well, Coach Spo instructing his guys, Greg, to just take great shots.
I mean, no reason to rush into a bad shot, especially with 24 seconds to work with.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. So with Bosch on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. Tim Hardaway is out there with Wade. Then there's Allen. And it's Clutch. And it's Shaq in at the 5 spot.
Shoot 2.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. And so he's able to get one of two. The Warriors shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Pass to Wade. Over Thompson. No good from Wade. Warriors leading by 4. Clutch the pass to Dennis. Hardaway with the steal. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's blocked. And they get it back. Here's Wade. Wade keeping his focus.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Clutch. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
This is what the fans came to see. A lot of great plays going back and forth.
Now, here's Wade. Got a hand on it. Now here's Thompson. And Chet comes to help. Launches it. Thompson with the 3.
Well, that's his first 3 of the half, and now he's got 4 made threes on the night.
Here's Clutch, guarded by Green. Clutch. O'Neal sets the screen for Hardaway. That shot, no good. Warriors leading by 7. Here's Dennis, and he jams it with authority.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
So he gets them both.
And they are making it look easy at the free throw line here in the second half.
Pass to Green. Here's Dennis. Rebound by the Heat. Shaq's got his 6th rebound on the night. Wade kicks to Hardaway. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop over Wade. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Now here's Wade. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Thompson. Here's Dennis. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And we know Thompson can do damage as a scorer, but they're showing off his ability to pass it.
O'Neal is screen on Green. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. Again, the miss by the Heat. Warriors leading by 9. Pass to Dennis. It's hauled in by the Heat. Out to the right wing. Popped up there for Wade. It's stolen by Green. Stolen by Allen. And here is Hardaway. Guarded by Green. Hardaway passes to Clutch. Wade outside. Latrey. D. Wade hits from deep.
And he doesn't take threes often, but Wade still can be effective from there when given space.
Green, the screen. Here's Clutch. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Heat trail by 6. Hardaway kicks to Wade. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Clutch the pass to Dennis. Now here's Green. And again, no good by Golden State.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Outside, O'Neal. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Pass to Clutch. Here's Dennis. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dennis has got 32 points in the game.
What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. And the Warriors with some changes. DJ is checked in for Draymond Green. Kevin Durant comes in for Butler. And Curry subbed in for Klay Thompson. And a new group in for the Heat. Lights Out checked in for Shaq. LeBron comes in for Clutch. Heroes checked in for Wade. And Smooth subbed in for Hardaway. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. Coach was seething about the turnovers. He said, I love everything we're doing but the turnovers. They're killing. Let's clean up that before it sinks us.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Now, here's DJ. Pass to Dennis. That three off the mark.
Well, his three-pointer just hasn't been there in the second half.
The shot's good. 19 points for Lights Out.
Playing from behind right here, not easy, but he is answering the bell.
He's doing everything he can to keep him in this game, finding good looks.
Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Screen by James. Smooth shot is off. Warriors leading by 9. Clutch the pass to Curry. Here's Dennis. And another three for Golden State.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside, James. Good ball movement here by Miami. There's the steal. Dennis passes to DJ. There's the pick. And the Warriors, another three.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
Here's Smooth, guarded by Curry. Here's Smooth. The jumper from the free throw line is good. Smooth's got 28.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Fires for three, and another three for Golden State.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Heat trail by 16. James outside. Here's lights out. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
And they've shown a little extra hustle on the offensive glass here in the second half. Second chance points are starting to add up for them, and they can use every one of them.
Here's Dennis. No good from 11 feet. Outside, Hero. Here's Smooth. Plays it up and banks it in. Smooth's got 9 points here in the second half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Out to the right wing. Clutch the pass to DJ. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. The Warriors making a switch here. Thompson's checked in. The Heat also changing it up. Clutch, he's checked in for Hero. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Allen. The Heat trail by 12. Wade outside. Pass to Smooth. For 3. Down it goes for 3.
Well, he hit 4 threes in the first, and now he's drained 2 more here in the second quarter. Absolutely on fire from deep.
There's Clutch. Thompson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. It's James. Buries the deep ball.
Showing some range, LeBron more than capable of hurting you from deep.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by the Heat.
It's deflected and stolen by DJ. Pulls up. Clay caps off the break well.
And it always looks good coming off his fingertips. Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters this league has ever seen.
Wade outside. Now James. 1:39 left in the game. 5 to shoot. A three-pointer. Good.
And we're playing about as much defense as they did there. Not nearly enough.
Warriors leading by 7. Thompson outside. Now Green. Beyond the arc. That shot no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James does not go. The Warriors shooting 59% up to this point. They're looking for great shots, and they're hitting them.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Miami's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Here's Smooth. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. They get Stephen Curry. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
Well, I'm sure he wanted to hit all of them, but he was still able to chip away a little bit more at this lead.
Here's Thompson from deep. No good.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Wade fires. Jacks up a 3. Trained from outside. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game.
Yeah, making all of their free throws right now, it's a great way to extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by Miami. They're down by 7. Guys, your thoughts?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, you're going to have to play this out, take pride in every possession because they are critical at this point.
Launches from deep. No good there. So we see the Warriors get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Miracle Man.